the way I choose to express myself usually is through song, singing, and I write a lot. I keep a journal, and sometimes I even draw.
You guys get on camera. This is kind of a lot of people.
Well, I've been singing since I was a child. My mom put me in the church choir when I was a kid.
Welcome to the open mic. We have a great show lined up for you today. I'm excited to see some new artists.
And then in high school I got more and more into it, and then thought I was going to be a music major in college, and then decided that wasn't really the route I wanted to take, although sometimes I wish I knew more of the theory that I would have learned if I had done that. But the Catholic Campus Ministry here at San Jose State hired me as their music director, so for 3 years I got a lot of experience that way, you know, kind of like leading other people in learning music, and also getting to do a lot of solo singing.
If you love the ground beneath you, I don't know if you write letters or you panic on the phone. I'd like to call you.
When I studied abroad in Spain, that was when I started to learn the guitar, because it was like my first time not being in some sort of like musical activity, you know, choir or something like that. So I started learning guitar, started writing songs from there, and I'm still learning.
I don't even know you. I guess my first clue was that
I am study abroad advisor now at San Jose State University. So I have my photos of beautiful places. I have a computer. Got photos of my own study abroad experience. I think San Jose is pretty unique in that, I mean, it's an incredibly diverse city, and you have, you know, an older community as well as a young student community all blended together, and lots of people who live for creativity and lots of people who don't, who, like, you know, seek out a creative outlet because they're so stressed at work or whatever. So it's a really really interesting mix of people, as opposed to some cities where maybe like creativity is like a trend almost, you know. So I'm still kind of like getting into it. I've really been enjoying meeting people at various open mics, and the people I've met in starting the Phil's open mic. The people here never cease to amaze me in terms of like what they offer and where they come from and what they're trying to say. So it's been fun. I think San Jose as a community is doing really well to foster more of an environment where people can go and listen to music and you know, make that part of living here, you know, and adding to the culture.
Oh, but you live here long enough and you learn the sun always comes out before.
You know, last year I spent a lot of time going to various open mics because I wanted to get more performance experience and just kind of like meet people in the community. So when Phil's Coffee opened up summer '09, I had already kind of like had open mic on the brain, and so I came in there and it looked like a really comfy spot, and I said to Nick, have you ever thought about doing an open mic here? And he's like, oh, well, you want to run it? Well, I'm constantly reevaluating my goals as far as my musician life. You know, I have like people that I really look up to, artists, who I think, you know, if I were to like reach their level, I would be really happy. But I'm really happy with where I am. Not that I don't want to keep going, but I kind of I'm aware that I'm writing my own story, and that, you know, it's going to take me to where I need to be. And you know, my main goal is for the music that I write to touch people or make people think in some way. And you know, if that happens for one people or if it happens for 1 million people, like, I think that's great. If I think back to, you know, myself when I was a high school kid, I would have thought someone like me was, you know, super cool and like just like had it all. I mean, but I think a lot of the reason that my life is the way it is right now is because of opportunities that I took advantage of back then when I was a teenager. You know, studying another language, being involved in the choir and in the band, and learning what I can about music, learning from other students that were interested in the same thing, and then, you know, going to college and taking advantage of like all sorts of opportunities, not just musical, but like studying abroad, leadership opportunities. All of those things taught me so much about people and about the world and about myself.
I guess I have to go and sniff it out for myself.
Viewing every experience as a learning opportunity, and not just something to put on your resume or something for your future, but something for you right now and for your soul.